doing, peoples? It's the end of a very, very, very long day. Very long day. I've been meaning to do this update for a while, and it's just skipped my mind and slipped past things, and one thing's led to another, and I've got around to it. So today, adamant, we will do it today. So following on from the last one, I've had an absolutely epic week of training. So far since starting this run, I've not missed a day, even though certain days I really felt like I could, or I would, but I didn't. And I'm so proud of myself, number one, for keeping the consistency of things in that respect. And number two, also keeping the intensity of the workouts up there with the absolute gods. Now, on the last vlog, I can't remember what date it was or how long ago it was. I think we're pushing about 2 weeks now. I mentioned that I was going to be bringing in cardio into the fray. Have to admit, be honest, hand on heart, didn't actually manage to stick up with it. Getting up that extra bit early in the morning to fit cardio in whilst alongside the workout really didn't work out well for me. It was just too much. I needed to be up so early. We start our workouts at 5 a.m. So coming in to do cardio, you imagine I'm getting to the gym at 4:30, sometimes 4:15. It was just all a bit too much. So cardio fell off, but what I did manage to do was up the intensity of the workouts, and fortunately it's had a similar effect in terms of torching fat and actually on what's really starting to see shape coming through now, and it's quite exciting to see. Obviously we've done strips before, where major calorie deficit, intense and elongated cardio sessions. I mean, some of my cardio sessions beforehand were like an hour long, sometimes an hour and a half in case of the first strip that we did in preparation for my Muscle Mania competition. You imagine doing that day in, day out, sometimes twice a day. It all got very, very taxing. And I'm not a cardio fan. I really am not. So doing it this time round, although I do want to implement cardio, I'm going to try and implement it in a much less intrusive way, and in a way that means that I don't hate it. So I did try and put it in the mornings, managed to get in there for a few, didn't really cut it because, as I said, it just made the day so long. So didn't end up doing it. But as I said, on the side note, by keeping the intensity of the cardio, intensity of the workout sessions, the weight sessions high, my figure's transforming. I caught myself in a mirror today, actually, during our arm session this morning, and I was like, wow, when you just suddenly clock, you've come so far from where you were at the beginning of this journey to where you are now. And yeah, super proud and really happy with how things are going. Now, that being said, this next phase, I am gonna bring the cardio back in, and we're still sticking with the cardio phase. But this time, what I've decided to do, I have been used to doing a 7-day split for a very long time. So what I'm going to try and do is bring that back. So we do weight training from Monday through to Friday, and then on the Saturday and the Sunday will be when I do my cardio session. And I'm not going to put too much of a stance on it for myself. Could be half an hour, could be 45 minutes, could be an hour, based on whatever I feel like, really. But minimum of half an hour is what I'm going to say on the Saturday and the Sunday, and that means either doing the treadmill here at home or popping into the gym and doing whatever, but keeping it basic. So basic, simple cardio, steady state kind of cardio for a period of time at my choosing. I don't want to make it taxing. As I said, I'm not a cardio fan. In fact, I'll go as far as to say I hate doing it. So having it in that kind of relaxed form, should enable me to maintain and sustain. And as I said, watching the physique change without the cardio in it as a result of the weight training, and the intensity of the weight training is very exciting. Very exciting. I just wanted to throw that in there for anyone that's on a body transformation just as myself and has an equal loathing for cardio. Let's not get it twisted here. We are talking about burning body fat. That is not exclusively done by cardio. It is done by movement and intensity, and by keeping the weight training element of it at that peak of intensity, And there are so many different ways in which you can do that Therefore, it means that cardio isn't an absolute must. You know, like we've got up to all sorts. I mean, even down to the extent of at one point in time, I think there was about 11 of us there, and I had us all go through a 45-minute non-stop, and I mean non-stop. I think there were like 11 different points around here. So as you finish one set, you went on to the next, and to the next exercise, and the next exercise. We were around about 5 times for 45 minutes, sweat literally pouring. And that's what I'm saying. Get imaginative with your workouts. All the stuff you read in magazines where people go steady state cardio or interval training on a treadmill, all that, like, yes, it works, but there are so many other ways in which you can achieve the same result. So many ways. Get creative with it is what I'm saying. Get imaginative with it, with what I'm saying. Play about with time under tension. Do sets ridiculously slowly. Do sets ridiculously quickly. Do sets where you've got sets upon sets upon sets. Do sets where you're playing back with different tempos within the same set. You get what I'm saying? Like, exercise can be so much fun when you throw a piece of imagination across the top of it, and sprinkle it with a handful of determination and consistency. You like that, don't you? You like that. Anyway, time for a quick physique update. Yeah, this is where we're at now. So still a bit to lose on here, but as you can see, everything else is starting to shape up. The last thing I wanted to add in just before I sign off for this update is that for anyone that's on a weight loss journey now, trust me, from someone that has done this for a few times over myself and several hundred times over with different clients of mine, everyone has a sticking point. Everyone has a stubborn body part that is the one that holds on to the excess far longer than everywhere else. So for me, that's my stomach. So everything else will lean out. Shoulders usually are first, closely followed by my arms, then my chest and back. Legs even start to lean out, so I start to see striations, which I am starting to see now, even at this point here. And then my stomach is the last bit. So what I'm saying is basically, don't focus on the bit that's stubborn, that isn't moving. Focus on the entire picture and understand that I rephrase that. Understand that every time in every body, somebody has a sticking point it's just that little bit more stubborn than the other body parts. Just hold fast on your routine, hold fast on your plan, keep persevering, keep banking those workouts, keep keeping the diet good, and eventually you will win. Anyway, that's me out for this week. You take care. See you in the forwards. Peace.